Check my neighbor out, y'all. In that brown car right there. That Buick. Check him out. I can't make it up, y'all. I cannot make it up. I cannot make it up, man. I'm at the pharmacy. I gotta stop at the pharmacy real quick. White lady got her legs out. But I can't make who that over there? Who that over? See what I'm saying? Like, you know, the stuff still be popping off, even though it slacks down sometime. But it still pops off every now and then. You know, these I still got these diehard ones, and then I got the new ones. You know, I still got, you know, the diehard ones was I would say the neighbor guy. His wife is the one with the jugs, but she lost a lot of weight. She lost like 100 pounds. You know what I'm saying? She actually looking a lot better. You know, she looking good. You know what I'm saying? And you already know how I am. I encourage, you know, that. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about, you know, taking back, taking back your health, doing the best you can. So so if you watching, gang stalking lady, you know, with the jugs, you know, congratulations on the 100 pounds that you lost. Cause she damn sure lost 100 pounds. But the other dude, the dude that just rode past, that's her dude. That's her stalker friend. And they be tag teaming. They be tag team stalking. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know what's funny too? I want to say before I end this, before I cut this off, let me say this real quick. Now, I actually overheard, right, my mother speaking, you know, to my niece about me, right? And I just happened to eavesdrop and heard them talking, and I heard, I heard that my mom was saying, like, my niece was saying something about I should move to Atlanta. I might like it out there or something. And then my mom was like, well, he thinks everybody's after him. He thinks everybody's after him. You know, and I'm just listening to that, right? And I just find it so interesting how these people really, really play this game like as if they don't know what's going on. You know, I mean, they really, really play it, man. You know what I'm saying? They all participate in the crap, but they still play dumb. They still act like they still play oblivious. Like, look at this dude right here. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, now he's leaving, and y'all seen when he just pulled up, just to park next to me, and just didn't leave. You know, this been going on for the last over 10 years, y'all. It's like the same old crap. But at the same time, I'm still surrounded by these people that say it's not happening. Ain't nobody after me. Ain't nobody playing games with you. You're just a bit paranoid, you know, and I'm just like, I mean, this person really got jersey tags. I mean, it's mind blowing. It really is because you're not dealing with people that you don't know. It's of course it's people that you don't know, but at the same time you're dealing with people that you do know. You actually know some of your stalkers. Your family members is participating in it. Your friends, people that you knew for a long time. You know what I mean? Both of my baby mothers participate in this. They're gonna play dumb. They're gonna play like they don't know what I'm talking about, but they know exactly what I'm talking about. They would, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it just comes to a time you just be wondering. It just comes to a time you be wondering, when are they just going to be like, okay, D, yeah, we was all playing the game with you, man. You know, The cat's out the bag now. You know, we was all playing the game. Now I got to run up in this Walgreens real quick to go get something for my mom. You know what I'm saying? And they probably got some street theater going on up in here. They probably going to have the line long. You know, it just, you know, this is the stuff that you just got to prepare yourself for when you go out places. You know, because everything is all rigged up. As you can see, you just saw my gang stalker neighbor just driving down the street. You know what I'm saying? What is he doing over here? You see what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, they know where you're at all times. You know what I'm saying? I just left, and I just went to a Dollar Tree out here in Philadelphia, right? And I don't usually go to this Dollar Tree. It was a new Dollar Tree. And I walk up in there, and everybody got red on in that joint. I mean, not just the co-workers, but even the customers was in there, and it was just all in there with their phones staring at me, waiting for me to walk on in there. Like as if they was already prepared. They already knew I was coming. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, this is not happening. It's just a figment of my imagination. They're not there for me. They're not gang stalking me. They're not participating in this tyranny, this world economic tyranny. You know what I'm saying? That's going on. You know, it's not happening. I mean, I just find it, you know, I find this amazing, man, that we are surrounded by a bunch of liars like this. I mean, so many liars, man. I mean, from your mother all the way down to your enemy. From your mother all the way down to your enemy. Your frenemy. You know what I mean? I've been feeling the signals hit me still. Like, you know, like everything is still really the same. You know, like, you know, the gang stalking has not ended, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. The gang stalking has not ended at all. It might have slowed down some. I might get a little bit of, you know, every now and then I might get a little bit of, you know, breaks or whatever from the severe mobbing. But these bots are still out here. They still playing dumb. And that's just the way it's going to be. You know what I mean? You know, I'm just really, I'm waiting on a confession. No, look, this is for the bots. They're bots. I'm waiting. If anybody is willing to confess and let the cat out the bag, holla at me, man. You watch me right now. You're watching me right now. You're watching my channel right now. Stop faking the phone. Stop acting like you're not watching. You know, don't believe the views, y'all, when y'all see my videos. I got way more views than what they're trying to display. Okay? I got way more views of what they're trying to display. If I can come outside and everybody's in my grill, then you already know when I'm on YouTube, everybody's watching. Okay? So if there's a gang stalker watching, and I know you are watching, there's tons of y'all, thousands of y'all watching, right? Comment down below. Let me know if you wanna do a live interview, if you're willing to spill the beans and let the cat out the bag. We could keep you, you know, well, you got to show some credentials that you really are a gang stalker first, you know what I'm saying? Which we already know you are, but we can keep you anonymous and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna let the deep state find you so they can chop your head off, you know what I'm saying, for spilling the beans. You know what I mean? We don't want you to get your head chopped off. But we do want you to spill the beans because it's played out, man. I mean, obviously I was supposed to die like years ago. The program, it didn't work. I'm still here. You see what I'm saying? You know, I got a posse. You know what I'm saying? My spiritual posse, my spiritual team ain't letting that happen. Okay? So it's like they saying, now what? Now what? Now what? Now what do we do? He survived. You know, we got undercover cops right here riding past right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all see the undercover right there. Bam. You see him. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, no matter where, y'all, no matter where I go, no matter where I go, dog, I could be in Jersey right now, and it would be the same activity. The same activity, dog. If I was to drive and go to Chicago right now, it would be gang stalking in Chicago. If I was to drive right now to Florida, it would be gang stalking. If I was to go to Alabama, it would be gang stalking. You know, of course, you know, different. The bigger the cities, then of course you're gonna have the more of the bots. But even if I was to go like out in the country, they would still either send air traffic, helicopters, you know, or probably some type of sheriff or some, you know, somebody gonna come and gang stalk. You best believe that, man. So with that being said, let me hurry and run up here and get what I gotta get. Hopefully it ain't gonna take long. You know what I mean? I just wanted to say, I just seen the bot guy, the neighbor dude, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, you know, what you doing up here? You know, why you ain't at work? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like it don't make no dang on sense. You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't at work? Why? Like, cause it was somebody, y'all might say, well, he is at work, D. He gang stalking you, right? But you mean tell me that's the only job? You know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed to me that's the only thing that these people be doing nowadays. It's like you don't have another. I think he do security. I'm not sure. He had a job, another job. I mean, it's like these people, they gotta work, they gotta gang stalk around the clock. They gotta go ahead and punch the clock at a job, and then when they get off from that job, then they gotta come straight home and gang stalk you. And I guarantee that he gang stalking people on his job. Because, like I said, there's other TIs out here. There's other TIs. You know what I'm saying? So, trust me, it's probably way more TIs than what you actually think. Real crap. You know, I guarantee you, it's probably way more TIs, you know what I'm saying, than you actually think, man. But for the most part, like I said, it's just amazing how these people still lie to this day. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to my sister, and I was telling my sister, I was like, come on, man. I said, you know I'm a fly dude, right? Never really had no problem in the past, you know, getting no girl, nothing like that, right? I always had a girl. I'm not saying that you saw me with a bunch of Alicia Keys and stuff like that. But at the same time, I realized too that even back in the day, it was all staged. The females that they gave me were plants. They were plants, you know what I'm saying? So I get it, you know what I'm saying? Because it was females that I did talk to that turned me down, but then I always looked at the ones that didn't turn me down, and then I always asked that question, why? Why didn't this chick turn me down? Why did this chick say yeah and the other chick say no? You know what I'm saying? So it lets me know that the ones that were in my life, they were assigned. Assigned by who, D? Assigned by who? The higher-ups. The Adjustment Bureau. You know what I'm saying? They matching people together. You know, we talking polarities. We talking polarity. And that's another reason why, too, you know, good men always end up with these crazy girls. and it's vice versa. So, you know, good men get the crazy girls, and then the good girls get the crazy men. We talking polarities, you know what I'm saying? And how many people out here that's actually like a good dude and a good woman together? It's very seldom. It's always a mismatch going on. It's always a mismatch. People are with other partners that they shouldn't be with. Because I can honestly look back and I can say that it was some females that I was with I shouldn't have been with. I shouldn't have never met that person. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, y'all, I'm going inside, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, holla back, donate, support. You know, hit the Cash App up if you can. I appreciate all my supporters. We out this joint. Gang Stalker Simulation Player. You already know. It's the best channel on YouTube.